Yo, I just went on like a freaking 20-minute rant only for my video files to just be all over the place. And I don't know what the heck is going on. But applying for jobs in 2021, in summary, has been one of the most frustrating things that I've been a part of in quite a while. Like, I didn't really realize like how annoying and how frustrating it was to get a position since it's been just so long since I've had to do it. And I'm looking at all these people that are like, they got relieved from their jobs or whatever, and they're taking advantage of like the unemployment situation and getting paid more than what they were making even when they were working. And then I'm having this experience on top of that, and I'm not involved in that, but I'm like, if people are getting paid more money at home doing nothing, and then they're having the freaking experience that I'm having trying to get a job when I have a master's degree. I've got two bachelor degrees. Not saying that I've been doing it for long. I'm only been looking since Monday, so that's, well, seriously since Monday. So and I've gotten some responses back and stuff about just different things, but long story short, what I've been offered and what I haven't, it's not, I'm just gonna sit and see what I get. But my point is that there, my experience has been that in every single position I've needed to take a test or some sort of exam or go through some sort of screening process to prove that I'm capable of doing a job, even though I have educational background as well as transcripts to support that I'm fully capable of doing the position. And then within some of those positions, they technically have considered me unqualified, even though I've had the degree to support that, because I didn't have experience with a specific topic within this, certain subject areas related to the position that would have easily been able to have been, I would have been able to inform myself on and become familiarized with if they had been within the job description. And so you've got these positions that are looking for highly qualified people, but they're hiding certifications within, when you actually do the job. Um, um, what do you call it? That when you fill out the job application, like I've had that where I'm like, okay, I'm qualified for this job. I fill it out, get to a specific section, and they're like, oh, where's your certification for X, Y, and Z? And I'm like, what? That's not applicable for this job. And then it's like, nope, you can't skip it. So then you have to leave the job or whatever. Or you go into like an interview and then they're asking you about very obscure things that weren't in the within the need to know, or even like directly relevant to your day-to-day operations within the position that you'll be fulfilling. So it's like, why are you asking about this when this has nothing to do with your day-to-day operations, as well as the way that it's implemented is very simple. But I'm being very vague intentionally, but it's just like these positions are asking, and then also the experience too. Like that's another thing. They're asking for like 5-6 years of experience. Minimum bachelor's degree. Okay, that's fine. Bachelor's degree is fine, but 6 years of experience, like for an entry level position, it's like what do you want them to do? Work at like a McDonald's and a Target for 5-6 years as like a cashier, and then maybe move up to manager, work there for 4 or 5 years, only to do an entry level position if they apply to you. Like none of this makes sense. Like none of it makes sense. And then I also had another job that specified and/or, but what they actually meant was and. They didn't say and, they didn't mean like or, they meant you need to have everything. But I'm reading it and I'm like, okay, like, or you just need this. Okay, boom, fill it out, boom. And then it's like, no, you need everything in there. Or there's positions that are like, oh, full-time volunteer. Like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, who's gonna work full-time volunteer for any company, especially during a pandemic right now? Like, who can financially afford that? Or here was another thing. a company told me that I was unqualified, right? But they recommended me for their alternative pool, so that I could fill in for the position when people called out. And then there would be unpaid professional developments that was mandatory to attend. So I'm like, you want me to do professional development for your company? Wow, this mic picks up everything. But you want me to do unpaid mandatory professional development? Like, why would I do that? Why? Who? What person is going to do that? Especially when it comes down to something obscure that's not relevant to your day-to-day operations. Like, this job search within 2021 has been ridiculous. It has been one of the most infuriating times, to the point where one of the companies that called me back that denied, they ended up denying me because of experience. It was actually that company where I had the experience with the and/or, but in actuality I was overqualified for the position. I sent an appeal to the company to clarify, like, and then I supported my statement with, here are all my credentials. What are you saying? Like, this is your job application. This is my credentials. This is my transcript to support that I have the history for education. My own personal experiences support that. I've got references on there. Like, no, justify yourself. Like, I'm ready to go at everybody's jugular. I'm not giving HR a pass for any of these companies. And so, like, I'm just like, if you're listening to this and you're at this point and you're also doing like your job search, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, I'm at the point where if any HR people deny me anything at this point, I'm gonna need a reason or a justification outside of maybe they moved in a different direction, or maybe they like did another candidate. Whatever, I can handle that, but not to just like do a cop out answer. That's very vague, especially for a position that has a lot of openings, a lot of opportunities that are highly specialized. They can't be fulfilled, but I fit that demographic. It's like, no, you need to tell me what the is going on. But it's started Monday. It's Friday going into Saturday. It's actually Saturday, but it's been 5 days. Hasn't even really been like a full week of like exhaustive searching. But we're gonna wait. We're gonna see what this next week holds, and then hopefully I can give you guys an update, something positive, because that's what I need. I just need a nice, good, chill salary where I can just start living my best life. Like, that's just what I need. But thank you for even listening to this rant this whole monologue that I'm going on, because it is frustrating. But consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a good day, and I'll be making probably more content like this eventually. So thank you.